My name is Angela Jones. I work at the American Psychiatric Association Foundation. I'm the Director of Development here, and I've been here for almost 3 years.
Tell us who your dad is and what you're doing with him.
Sure. My dad is retired Colonel John Lane. I am a caregiver for him. I'm his daughter, along with my two sisters and my mother. And we are in the process of caring for him. He was diagnosed with lung cancer, stage 4 lung cancer, 2 years ago. It's been a long journey. It has spread to other parts of his body. It is believed to have been caused by the Agent Orange that he was exposed to while serving in Vietnam.
How's he doing now?
Not great. I think unfortunately we're ending his journey here. So it's a pretty emotional time for the family.
Yeah, the last time you and I talked at your office, you told me you had moved him from Florida up here to Northern Virginia. Is that right?
Yes, we moved him up here, so he's up here where I live, and my older sister lives. My younger sister comes in periodically to help care as well. And so that's been great to have him close by. He can, get more exposure to the grandkids and the great grandkids who have, been visiting him pretty regularly. And we're also closer to his care at the Lombardi Cancer Center at Georgetown University. Sure. Well, I'll start off by saying there really isn't a typical day. It's day by day. We sort of live day by day. So there are certain days where he's doing fairly well, and she and I are able to go to work and carry on with our own families. And then sometimes we get that call, in the middle of the night where he's not doing well. And I live the closest to him, so I am the one that typically rushes over to sort of assess the situation. Over our time caring for my dad, we've had a couple times where we've had to take him into the ER
Mhm.
because he's not thriving. And so those are very hard times. It's disruptive to my family, but that aside, I don't care about that so much because I care so much about my dad. It's disruptive to him and to my mother, and it's very hard for my mother. She's been with my dad since she was 19.
Wow.
So they got married very young. So, it's tough for her. We're seeing some real decline in her as well. But for me, it's just trying to juggle work, my family. I have 4 kids, and taking care of my dad, and now taking care of my mother, who has actually fallen several times this year and fractured a couple of bones. So, sort of been caring for both of them. Um, my dad is cognitively very sharp. He still really understands everything that's going on. So I think it's very difficult for him to see that, physically he can't do the things that he could do. Um, the days that I'm at his house caring for him, it's everything from, helping him bathe, toileting, his meals. And it's hard for him because he has a lot of pride.
And what I'd like for you to do is kind of share some of your thoughts and advice to other caregivers. Give me a couple of thoughts about what they can do based on your experience. How do they get through the day? What would be some advice to them?
Sure. So, first of all, I would say you can't plan too much because you're going to be disappointed. You just have to sort of go day by day, and realize that change is going to be a constant. So, that would be my first piece of advice. Secondly, call in all the supports you have. Don't be shy. Let people know what you need. Your family, friends, others. People can make meals. People
Mhm.
can come over and sit with your loved one to give you a break. There's so many ways, and people want to help. They don't always know how to help. So don't be shy in letting them know. Um, for a veteran, if there's benefits that your veteran qualifies for, get in touch with the VA sooner versus later, because sometimes there's incredibly long wait times. Sometimes just getting a call set up can be weeks, even months. So make sure that get that under in order. I'd also get all of your power of attorneys in place
Okay.
for medical care, financials. I mean, we're going through that with my parents right now. My mom's having a little bit of cognitive decline, and so we're having to check to make sure bills are being paid and being paid appropriately. So getting that in line. And perhaps the most important is take care of yourself. Like the old adage, put your oxygen mask on first, then the other person that you're flying with. So this is the case. Take care of yourself so that you are strong and can care for your loved one.
So you have some good days with your dad and some tough days.
Yes.
What's the best day you've had with him recently? What's the one good thing you've done with him recently?
Gosh, this makes me feel so emotional. I'm sorry. Just reminiscing, talking about what a good dad he was, how he took care of us. And, it was always important to him that we got to see the world. So we were stationed in Germany 3 times, and in Rome and the Philippines. So he always, made sure that whenever we had breaks from school, that we were going space available and flying somewhere else in the world
They
to
say,
see
yeah.
have a new experience. So that was, we just have so many good memories of that. And his compassion. I have all sisters, and he always said, don't get in trouble on the base, don't date any of my soldiers. There were a lot of rules in the household, being a military household, but it was a structured but a very happy upbringing, and just so many fond memories.